G'day trendsetters, today I'm coming to you from Quitman, Georgia. Right behind me is the courthouse where I'll kick off my tour of this little town. You can see the view from the front of the courthouse. And water tower fans, there's the water tower. Okay, let's poke around the courthouse and roll from there. We're in Brooks County. There's a nice view of the courthouse, which was remodeled in 1892. At most courthouses in the United States, you'll find a Veterans Memorial. Brooks County is no different. Let's go for a quick cruise through the main part of town. On the right is City Hall. The town of Quitman was established in 1859, and this is Georgia's Camellia City. Here is another view of the other side of downtown, and here is the United States Post Office for Quitman, Georgia. Quite a sizable post office, and it's open right now. Royal Cafe, serving Quitman since 1913. Lee and Pickles Drugs, still in business. There be the Quitman Brooks County Museum. It's closed today, otherwise I might poke around inside. Period streetlights. This is the newspaper building, the Quitman Free Press, established in 1876. The Bank of Quitman, now that's a cool building. There we are, water tower fans of the world, the Quitman Water Tower. Try to contain yourselves, please. And look at this, we've stumbled across some interesting buildings. And the fire department for Brooks County, station number 11. There you go, BCFD. Engine number 9. Was this a hotel at one point? I really don't know. Here we are onto the very first of many dirt roads. The roads in this neck of the woods comprise mostly of clay. Somebody did a kind favour of scraping this road recently, so it's almost billboard smooth, or billiard table smooth I should say. There is cotton. This is an entire field. I'm riding through a area that is really known for its cotton production. These will be blooming even more towards the end of the month. Today is early October. And there be my steed laying on the ground, the Rebel CGR SL with the SRAM E-Tap, Force E-Tap wide I should say. 12-speed drivetrain, and complemented with Zips 303S wheels. Right now I'm riding right between the middle of two rather large cotton fields. I've been dealing with a headwind most of the way today, which hopefully will bode well for my return journey. Effectively I'm riding a big loop, which is my usual MO, and all going to plan, there'll be no backtracking and so on. Someone's got a nice little beehive collection going on there, the local apiarist. Cotton fields as far as the eye can see. Got a wolf ahead of us, wagging his tail. Correction, we've got 2 woofers ahead of us. 3 woofers. Hey, what's going on, boys? Hey, what's going on there? Hello. Hello. You're all friendly? Hello. There you go. Hello. Hello. Oh, nice. Nice. What are you doing, you old bugger? Come here and say hello. These grumpy poo-poo pants, aren't you? See you later, doggies. See yous. Video does not really do this justice. You really need to see this scene in person. Folks, it's not snowing. That is cotton everywhere. This is definitely the most expansive fields of cotton I've seen during today's ride. Welcome to the town of Morven, Georgia. If you ever need a forklift or a lift truck, as they're known in these parts, this bloke here on the left can help you out, and right behind is the water tower of Morven, with plenty of patina, which may be of interest to some folks. There you go, plenty of forklifts. The post office, Morven, Georgia, 31638, and directly right, well, almost right near it, adjacent to it almost, is City Hall, which reminds me of a railway building almost. Maybe it was the railway station at one point in time. Anyway, it looks like the police hang out here as well. Let's have a closer look. I wasn't even close. This is the old Morven school building. You can read the facts right there. The Morven Masonic Lodge looks to be no longer in operation.
Yeah, my hip, man. Where's your hip? Yeah, broke my hip, hip bone. How you feel about that? Fight, boy. Oh, shit.
That, my friends, is the tour of Morven complete. Time to continue pedaling on. That's the definition of a seriously deep rut. A couple of days ago this would have been a sludge pit, so whoever's been driving the pickup truck or off-road vehicle down here was picking some careful lines. Check out that beautiful historic house on the right. I have no idea how old the house is. It has to be early 20th century. I'm definitely right in some primo farmland here, and for the agricultural folks who might be watching this video, those big sprinklers and so on are all by Zenmatic. I need to hitch a ride in one of these vehicles. Quite an interesting rig. I think it's, well, probably used for spraying fields, I'm guessing. Any farmers, agricultural experts want to chime in, let me know. I also have seen crop dusting. Hell, this is the second time I've ridden this route. Well, I should correct myself. I've ridden most of the route. I rode it close to a year ago with my good mates. Unfortunately, we had to cut it short that day. The weather was pretty dodgy, and one of my mates, his legs were dodgy. But I really wanted to come back and ride the route in its entirety. I'm glad I did. It's definitely better than I thought it was. So if this route turns out to be good with no backtracking and trespassing and so on, there's a good chance I will share it with this video is posted to my routes page on the gravelcyclist.com website, which I'll link in the description below. Are you being friendly? You're a big boy. Oh my. Hey, you're not being too friendly. I hope it's a friendly growl. Be careful. He's out of shape. See you, lads. Bloody hell. What do you reckon about that? Might be an old tobacco drying barn there. Okay, this is quite a tasty road, I have to say. How can a road be tasty, I hear you asking? Well, look at it. No cars around. Lovely dirt road surface, smatterings of gravel here and there, whatever. Mixed surface. And super pleasant weather. Bloody amazing day to be riding a bike. This is not the planet Mars. This is somewhere in Georgia on some enjoyable back road. The red clay soil. Can anybody tell me what these wildflowers are that I'm seeing at this very moment? They are definitely in bloom. Boy dog alert. What are you doing? What are you doing? Hey, what's going on? Oh my. It seems the girls are headed somewhere. They're all walking in the same direction. Maybe it's chow time. Well, there's a meeting happening. Welcome to Pavo, however you pronounce it, in Georgia. It might have been a grain repository at some point in time, I really don't know. Looks to be no longer used. The Pavo Library. That's an interesting looking building there. Looks like someone's turned it into a church. I wonder what it was once upon a time. Post office fans, you can rejoice. There's the Pavo post office. Zip code 31778. And there is the water tower for the city of Pavo. Amazing. Doesn't look to be much happening here in Pavo these days. A lot of these shops are closed. I'm obviously riding on the other side of the road, mostly so you folks can get a good look at these storefronts. The entire main street is mostly deserted. That's a real shame. This used to be Mill Brothers Grocery and Produce at one point in time. The building right there, long out of business. And here is the Pavo Municipal Building and Police Department. You don't see that too often. A police F-150 by Ford. There's the Pavo hardware and feed store. It's pretty classic for some of these small country towns I ride through. There's the Pavo Fire Department over there. Here you go, water tower aficionados. You can add this to your collection. I really should assemble a water tower compendium video, or a postcard collection perhaps. Water towers of the world. The Pavo United Methodist Church. And by the way folks, if I've completely knackered the pronunciation of Pavo, let me know in a positive way in the comments below. If those signs flapping there in the breeze are anything to be believed, I might actually have a tailwind for a while, which would be bloody amazing. I've had a lot of headwind today. It's good training, of course, but what am I training for? There's nothing going on. Hey, what are you doing? Naughty boy. Uh-oh. I'm being chased by toy dogs again. Hey, what are you doing? I've had a lot of dogs chase me today, mostly toy dogs. Very naughty indeed. It's quite the lush scene. You can see the sun peeking through the canopy. I've got about 39 kilometers still to ride, so just under 25 miles. And it's going to be probably nightfall by about 7:30. So I've got about another hour and a half, 2 hours of daylight. I have one more town to pass through, so I'm on a bit of a tight schedule, but this filming of towns and whatnot always costs a little bit of extra time. But it's worth it. I'm pulling into the town of Barwick. Uh-oh. He's angry, isn't he? faster than that, mate. Hey, kitty. Hey, chookers. Welcome to Barwick, Georgia. There's a very finely kept cemetery over there. Let's have a quick poke around. There be the Barwick Baptist Church. Oh, over there is the water tower, folks. And plenty of agricultural facilities here in town. Hopefully you can see through the sun glare. Whoa, there's the post office for Barwick. 31720 is the postcode, in case you're wondering. Mostly seems to be agricultural buildings and businesses in this neck of the woods. It's a pretty interesting old store shed there. It was probably built early 20th century is my guess. Here's a memorial for a gentleman who served as a firefighter for the town. He was the fire chief in front of the Barwick Fire Department. And there is the water tower of Barwick. There's the old courthouse, 1940, Barwick voting precinct. So that's where you go to vote these days. It's not a huge town. Some lovely historic homes in town for sure. Okay, time to press on. I think this might be the last town along my route today. So many of these small rural towns feature a Dollar General these days. So if you were smart enough to purchase shares in that organisation some time ago, you might have done quite well for yourself. This could arguably be the #1 most scenic farmland route or route I've ever ridden. Really blown away by how nice this route has been. I said that earlier in the video and I restate what I said. Big rooster running away from me. Hello boy, not gonna hurt you. It's okay mate. Yeah, he's alright. Afternoon. Oh, sorry mate, didn't mean to freak you out. Folks, I am in a town whose name I completely forget. It's towards the end of the route. I'll overlay the name once I remember. But I have less than, well, 11 kilometres left to ride. Maybe it's Dixie, because there is the Dixie Community Centre. Okay, I'm guessing this is Dixie. There is a business, Dixie Dream Farms, herbs, soaps and more. Okay, so this has to be Dixie. There is the Dixie Methodist Church. Sorry, I'm eating food. Oh, there's the post office for Dixie, Georgia. Okay. Zip code 31629. Nice. Okay. I'm eating food right now. It's kind of rude to eat with your mouth full, sorry. I'm kind of lacking in nutrition today. A bit calorie deficient. Anyway. Getting close towards the end. Let's press on before it gets dark. G'day again folks. I'm drawing close towards the end of my route now, and the last 10 k's or what is it, 7 miles roughly, have all been on, well, pretty rough pavement, but it's nice and quiet, so there's that. But I'm feeling the pinch from today. This has been a very challenging route with a lot of wind, plenty of rolling hills, nothing to break the legs. Arriving back into Quitman, Georgia, folks. And good time as well. It's almost dark. It's close to 7 PM Eastern Standard Time here in the United States, early October 2020. The outer edges of Quitman, Georgia. Dollar General, Subway, Burger King and Harvey's Supermarket. And here we are folks, just ahead downtown Quitman, and I am completely knackered. Thanks for tagging along today. I hope you enjoyed this tour of farmland in and beyond the city limits of Quitman, Georgia. As always, thank you for watching. If you haven't already, please subscribe to the Gravel Cyclist YouTube channel, and don't forget to click the bell button to be notified of future madness as it appears on the channel. I'll see you in the next video.